Italian olive oil aru bhejor gunere সমৃদ্ধ Jack olive oil body oil.
Miscreants came heavily armed with sophisticated weapons and rocket-propelled grenade with aim to cause extensive damage, says Manipur police on Jbem incident. 6, including 3 women and children missing in Jbem, search on to locate victims. 13 CSOs under banner of international peace and social advancement call 24-hour shutdown in Manipur till 6 p.m. tomorrow. Nehu Vice-Chancellor Prabhashankar Shukla defiant, says will not step down. Hunger strike by students completes day 8. Stage set for by-polls in region, battle of prestige for parties with voting to be held in 5 assembly seats in Assam and 1 in Meghalaya tomorrow. And next round of tripartite talks between Government of India, Manipur Government and United Naga Council rescheduled to November 29th.
Evening Prime is brought to you by Yamaha, Call of the Blue, Indian Super League, Let's Football, and Patanjali Dant Kanti, full fresh.
We start the bulletin with the top focus at this hour. Did the armed miscreants in Jbem come with an aim to cause maximum damage? Well, Manipur police made a big revelation today in connection with yesterday's incident in Jbem, in which as many as 10 armed miscreants were neutralized by the security forces. Manipur Police IG IK Moiva revealed that the miscreants had come with sophisticated weapons and even rocket-propelled grenade as they launched an attack at a police station and CRPF camp in Jbem.
That armed miscreants is quite a clear thing in the sense that we have recovered yesterday 3 numbers of AKs, 4 number of SLRs, 2 INSAS, 1 rocket-propelled grenade launcher, and other weapons. So that shows very clearly that they were armed militants or armed miscreants. And also you can see very well from the dress that they are wearing. They were wearing all the, military type of dress. So all those things shows that they were there to create a lot of, violence. But because of the role played by the CRPF, the scale of violence and death was controlled.
Well, detailing the retaliatory action taken by security forces, IGP Moiva informed that armed miscreants had targeted the Borobekra police station and the CRPF camp at Jalihathor.
In the afternoon, around 2:30 to 3, there was an attack by armed miscreants at this Borobekra police station, and also at the CRPF camp just located very nearby there at Jalurato. Yes. So in that the armed militants, they were using RPGs and sophisticated automatic weapons such as AK and INSAS and SLRs. And the CRP also, after they were attacked, one of them got injured and they were the person was evacuated to Assam for treatment. The CRP also retaliated to the attack, and after that the firing stops after about 45 minutes. We found that there were a lot of casualties. About 10 militants were found dead.
He further emphasized that security forces had maintained utmost restraint during the retaliatory fire.
It is a very unfortunate situation, thing that happened yesterday. Our armed forces, we try to always caution them to restrict their firing. That is one of our standard practice. In almost all situations, we always tell them to restrict their firing. But when it is fired upon with sophisticated weapons, with rocket launchers and this and that, then that retaliation also is part of our this mandate. And in that mandate, that 10 peoples, 10 armed militants were found dead.
In the aftermath of the crossfire, security forces recovered charred bodies of 2 senior citizens, while 11 people were missing. Well, out of these 5 were rescued, while 6, including 3 women and 3 minors, continue to remain untraced.
2 old persons, senior persons, were found burned to death, and 3 women and 3 children, minors, were found missing. The police is trying to trace those 3 missing women and 3 minor children.
Well, the Kookie Students Organization and the Zomi Students Federation have announced non-cooperation with the CRPF, I beg your pardon, following yesterday's incident in Jbem. Well, the ZSF has also demanded a thorough and impartial court-monitored investigation into the incident. Meanwhile, IGP IK Muiva, responding to the KSO directive, said that security forces are mandated to operate in their area and will continue to do so.
The police and the security forces, they are working under the government of India, and they are always being under the guidance of the various heads of their respective forces. So they will be working as per their duty, and that is their mandate and that is the duty. So, and they will try to do it with lot of restraint and lot of fairness as much as possible. That is what the security forces are trying to do in these very difficult times.
And a 37-year-old man injured during yesterday's crossfire in Jbem was brought to Aizawl today. The man hails from Kangpokpi and reached Aizawl around 11 a.m. today. He was admitted at the Aizawl Civil Hospital and necessary medical investigations were conducted. So, Jbem has become the latest flashpoint in Manipur's 18-month-long ethnic conflict. Yesterday's killing of 10 armed miscreants by the security forces is the latest incident that has brought Jbem to the limelight, although for the wrong reasons. Well, located at the western part of Manipur, Jbem is a district with an estimated population of 50,000 and shares border with southern Assam district of Kachar. The Meiteis are the largest community in Jbem, while the Kookie Omars also have sizable presence. The district, which has a sprinkling of Bengali Hindus, Muslims and Bengals, among others, remained unaffected by the ethnic violence in the state for over a year. But things changed when a body was recovered in the district on the evening of June 6th. Well, the mutilated body of a farmer was found in the fields, triggering the first communal unrest in Jbem, leading to widespread violence and arson between the Meiteis and Mar Kookie Zomi communities. Well, Jbem too came under the vortex of the ethnic unrest. Subsequently, hundreds of people had to be moved to relief camps due to incidents of arson by both sides. National Highway 37, which served as an alternate lifeline to the Imphal Valley for months, also became a flashpoint in the Jbem conflict, with vehicles, especially trucks, refusing to ply along the route for fear of being ambushed. In fact, a police convoy on way to Jbem ahead of a proposed visit by Chief Minister N. Biren Singh was also ambushed by armed miscreants. Kookie women groups had also imposed blockade along NH37. The sequence of events had turned Jbem into the next battleground in Manipur. Even a peace meet and an agreement reached back in August failed to restore normalcy in Jbem. Well, yesterday's incident, which comes at a time when the centre is taking proactive steps to restore complete normalcy in Manipur, is a massive setback to peace initiatives in the area. So what was the latest trigger? Well, the situation in the district escalated since last week when a fresh round of violence broke out. A woman was killed in a brutal attack last Thursday on Mar-dominated Zairon village. As per reports, over a dozen houses were also set on fire in Zairon. While protests rocked the Kookie-dominated Churachandpur and Kangpokpi post the killing, the situation remained extremely volatile in Jbem. Observers feel that yesterday's attack by armed miscreants was part of the retaliatory action following the Zairon incident. As per multiple media reports, the armed miscreants started carrying out attacks at multiple locations, including Meitei settlements yesterday. As per a Manipur police statement, at around 3 p.m., armed miscreants attacked a CRPF post located at Dakuradhar and Borobekra police station located nearby, leading to injuries to a CRPF constable. Well, the security forces retaliated strongly and the situation was brought under control after 40 to 45 minutes of heavy exchange of fire. Well, the area was searched and 10 bodies of armed miscreants were recovered. This marked the highest number of casualties in a single day this year in the ongoing conflict in the state. Meanwhile, tensions escalated once again in Jbem today, with armed miscreants reportedly opening fire at security forces and resorting to arson at Borobekra subdivision. More reinforcement was sent to Jbem as the situation continues to escalate. So tension escalated once again in Jbem today, with armed miscreants reportedly opening fire at security forces and resorting to arson at Borobekra subdivision. And as you can see on your screen, so more reinforcement was sent to Jbem as the situation continues to escalate.
মুৰছাল যেন কবিতা, কাৰণ ইয়াৰ চিৰসংগী ইটালিয়ান অলিভ অইল আৰু ভেষজৰ গুণেৰে সমৃদ্ধ জেক অলিভ অইল বডি অইল।
কবিতাৰ দৰে চালে জগাই তোলে মনত নতুন সুৰ। শ্যাম ষ্টীল ফ্লেক্সি ষ্ট্ৰং TMT বাৰ,
কাৰণ TMTত কেৱল ষ্ট্ৰেংথে নহয়, ফ্লেক্সিবিলিটিও আছে।
TMT ফ্লেক্সি ষ্ট্ৰং, তেতিয়া ঘৰ হ'ব চিৰদিনৰ বাবে ষ্ট্ৰং।
বিশ্বাস কৰাৰ আগতে পৰীক্ষাটো কৰি লওঁ মেডাম।
পতঞ্জলি হানিক পৰীক্ষা কৰা হৈছে বিশ্বৰ প্ৰসিদ্ধ লেবত, আৰু পতঞ্জলি হানিয়ে পাছ কৰিছে বিশুদ্ধতাৰ 100ৰো অধিক ইণ্টাৰনেশ্যনেল পেৰামিটাৰ্ছ। সেইটো হৈছে মোৰ বিশুদ্ধতাৰ নায়ক
পতঞ্জলি হানি, 100ৰ ভিতৰত 100।
Don't like the inverted image? Get the real picture.
We have a breaking news coming in. A crucial security meet was held at the CM Secretariat today. Well, the meet was attended by Security Advisor Kuldeep Singh. Top Army and Assam Rifles personnel were also present. Alright, so breaking news coming in from Manipur viewers. A crucial security meet was held at the Chief Minister's Secretariat today. Well, the meet was attended by Security Advisor Kuldeep Singh, Top Army and Assam Rifles personnel. 13 CSOs under the banner of international peace and social advancement have called for a 24-hour shutdown in Manipur. The ban started at 6 p.m. today and will conclude at 6 p.m. tomorrow. The CSOs have called the ban to protest the killing of 2 senior citizens in Jbem yesterday and the alleged abduction of 6 people, including 3 women and 3 minors. So another big news coming in, viewers. So 13 CSOs under the banner of international peace and social advancement have called for a 24-hour shutdown in Manipur. The ban started at 6 p.m. today and will continue at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Well, the CSOs have called the ban to protest the killing of 2 senior citizens in Jbem yesterday and the alleged abduction of 6 people, including 3 women and 3 minors. Meanwhile, a 13-hour total shutdown was held in Churachandpur and Kangpokpi district today in protest against the killing of 10 armed miscreants in Jbem yesterday. Well, the shutdown was called by the Kookie Council. Normal life was affected in the 2 districts due to the shutdown. However, no untoward incident was reported during the shutdown. Meanwhile, the Southern Tangkhul Student Unions and the Tangkhul Naga Valley Students Association have jointly called for a bandh along the National Highway 202 Imphal-Ukhrul Road. The student bodies have condemned the incidents where Tangkhul farmers at Kangpokpi came under attack. Volunteers can be seen blocking the NH 202 and a sit-in protest was also organized condemning the act of armed miscreants attacking farmers. Protesters have demanded the government to take action against those responsible and compensate the injured farmers. Alright, now on to the big Northeast Live exclusive. Well, NEHU Vice-Chancellor Professor Purbasha Shukla has made it clear that he will not step down from his post despite the demands of the NEHU Students' Union and the ongoing indefinite hunger strike in the campus. Vice-Chancellor Shukla, who continues to stay put in an undisclosed location, while speaking exclusively to Northeast Live, said that retired judge or a retired IAS or IPS officer will first probe the allegations made by the NEHUSU in support of their demands. The VC, who has gone incognito after unknown individuals vandalized his residence on Saturday, stated that this decision was taken during the meeting of the Academic Council held yesterday. He added that he will decide his future course of action after the inquiry report is submitted. Well, when asked about his absence from the university campus and a subsequent complaint filed by the students before President Tripati Murmu on this, Vice-Chancellor Purbasha Shukla said that he is near the campus and is not coming to the NEHU premises owing to security reasons. Well, not only this, the NEHU Vice-Chancellor clearly maintained that he is not going to resign.
First of all, welcome to Northeast Live. If you can tell us that what was the decision taken in the Academic Council meeting?
Yesterday, Academic Council meeting has been convened. More than 11 dean of the schools and nominee of the President of India participated in the meeting.
Okay.
The first decision was taken. Any retired judge or retired IAS, IFS, IPS officer will will inquire the memorandum submitted by the NEHUSU.
Okay.
And accordingly, after report, we will take the decision.
Sir, in fact, a letter is a petition or a complaint is submitted to President of India, who is the visitor of Northeastern Hill University, complaining about your absence from campus, university campus. What do you think about it?
No, I am near the campus. Due to security, I am not coming in the campus, but definitely I am doing for the university. That's why I conducted the executive council meeting.
Are you going to resign? Because this is what the speculation going on.
No. Why should I resign?
Okay.
Why should I resign? Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right, Purbasha Pachari from Shillong joins me live at this point in time. So, Purbasha, the Vice-Chancellor, while speaking to Northeast Live, said that the retired judge or a retired IAS or IPS officer will first probe the allegations made by the Nehusu in support of their demands. So, first of all, tell our viewers, when will it take place? Any information on that, Purbasha?
Well, right now it is very difficult to say when will it take place, but definitely as soon as possible he will be doing that. But at the same time, right now the demand of the students in Nehu, those who are into hunger strike, their demand is that the Vice-Chancellor should step down. So this is the primary demand now. And apart from that, they want the removal of Deputy Registrar and Registrar. So Vice-Chancellor should step down. It is the primary demand. So of course, about this inquiry, when he last time also he said that the students did not agree to it. And we have seen that due to the absence of Vice-Chancellor, in fact, the students have written to President of India. And today when I went there, I have seen that, in fact, yesterday classes were locked by the students. And in fact, they are continuing with their protest. Students are falling sick. We have seen the doctor was present today, and doctor was doing the checkups of the students. Students are falling sick. But despite of all this, they are firm in their demand and they are firm in their stand of continuing this hunger strike. At the same time, the governor has come back to the state, has returned to the state, and tomorrow is Gambhagre election, following which the chief minister will also return to the state capital. So after that, we can expect that something will happen. The chief minister has already briefed Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan regarding this. And in fact, a letter has also been, the letter of Meghalaya Tribal Teachers Association has also been endorsed by senior BJP legislator and cabinet minister AL Hack to Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. So now after all this, we can expect that very soon the decision will be there. But when it is the big question, the students are in hunger strike for quite some time now, and they are. We have interviewed students in the hospital also. They are not keeping well, and everyone is waiting for the matter to be solved. Yeah.
Right, Purbasha, we have heard the reaction of the Vice-Chancellor. He made it very clear that he is not going to resign at any cost. And on the other hand, the students, they are adamant that they will continue with the hunger strikes. The hunger strike entered day 8 today. So what is the solution ahead, Purbasha? As yesterday also one of the professors said that the students' health is a matter of great concern at this point in time.
Exactly, Priya. In fact, it seems that the center intervention is required. In fact, when the Chief Minister Congress Sangma has briefed Union Education Minister about it, it is understood that center intervention is must. And in fact, governor, teachers have Nehu professors. They reached out to governor, who is the rector of the university. So as the governor has come back, we have to see when governor calls meeting of all the teachers and the students. But till now, everyone is trying to hold their own firmness, and the VC is firm in his stand, and students are firm in their stand. Priya.
Right, Purbasha, thank you so much for all those details. Meanwhile, the president of the Nehu Students' Union, Sandy Sotun, said that the students will continue the protests until their demands are met. Listen in.
From us, as we have decided since day one that it's an indefinite strike until our demand is fulfilled, we won't stop this hunger strike. And as of VC is absent from the campus without proper notification, from our side we have already loaded a letter and send it to the president, who is the visitor of the university, and we have also sent a joint letter from the Nehusa and including the Nehusu for his resignation from the post of Vice-Chancellor from this university. Like we have already discussed with the members, we have most of the members, they are not willing to stop this hunger strike, this agitation, as long as our demand is not fulfilled. Like from the representative side, there's nothing as such as direction to direct the students or to close any departments or any classroom, but it's the will on the students themselves to close these departments, in which from our side we have already circulated a message to boycott the class and to come and continue the agitation with the student representative. But I guess from their end they feel a heavy heart, in which they themselves have went and closed the departments and all the clusters within the campus.
Well, President of Nehu Research Scholars Union added that they will keep fighting for the rights of the students and highlighted instances of alleged incompetence from Nehu authorities.
So we also in this movement we are supporting the NEHUSU, which is Northeastern University Student Union, for the cause for the well-being of our university. We as scholars are like an elder brother to them. Since we have been joining, I have been here for around 6 years. So when he resumed his office, from that point of time, we have faced so much of difficulty, incompetent in administration, because as we know that the administrative is only for the students, for the well-being of the students. But we have faced so much difficulties in getting signature. By example, I can say in getting their fellowship on time, which is very needed, especially for me belonging from the background of science. We need lots of, funding, even for the project. The teachers face difficulty. So many of hurdles is there, late in the process of the sanction of money. That is late what he wants to talk, because at the time when the student wants to talk, I know, because as scholars we also so many times we have went and met him, and always I can say that he have gave so false promises, fake promises.
Well, Professor Prasenjit Biswas, Vice President of the Nehu Teachers Association, said that the protests are at the penultimate stage and the government is serious about finding a solution to the matter.
Actually, this is a phase, probably penultimate phase of the movement. I'm just saying probably, because we are still expecting a good response from the central government. The response is in the making, it is yet to come, and the backroom work is going on between the government and all the students and teachers and everyone. So from there we understand that government is seriously looking for a solution, whatever be that solution. And to us, our students' demands are the main thing. The basic demand of the student is removal of the Vice-Chancellor. That's one point demand. If that demand is not met, other demands will become rather insignificant. So removal of the registrar, removal of the Vice-Chancellor, removal of deputy registrar and 2-3 other people who have brought the university to a complete stalemate. That is our basic demand. And government has to address this demand, because government really has all the paraphernalia, the wherewithal to address these demands, and therefore government need to address this demand. The condition of our students is deteriorating, and one must be sensitive to the cause of their hunger strike.
Don't like the inverted image? Get the real picture.
পতঞ্জলি কচ্চি ঘানি বিশুদ্ধ সৰিয়হৰ তেলত বিশুদ্ধতাৰ তীব্ৰতা এনেকুৱা যি লৈ আহে চকুলৈ পানী আৰু যেতিয়া পৰিবেশন কৰা হয় তেতিয়া সকলোৰে মুখলৈ আহে পানী সোৱাদ আৰু বিশুদ্ধতাৰ সংযোগ পতঞ্জলি কচ্চি ঘানি সৰিয়হৰ তেল
New Yamaha Race ER Street Rally.
মোৰ ছাল যেন কবিতা কাৰণ ইয়াৰ চিৰসংগী ইটালিয়ান অলিভ অইল আৰু ভেষজৰ গুণেৰে সমৃদ্ধ জেক অলিভ অইল বডি অইল
কবিতাৰ দৰে চালে জগাই তোলে মনত নতুন সুৰ
नए तेवर नए कलेवर के साथ आपके भरोसेमंद चैनल नॉर्थ ईस्ट लाइव पर देखिए रोजाना इस वक्त 11 से 11:30 और सुर्खियां दोपहर 12 से 12:30 बजे तक।
Vandya, you are our guiding light. Vandya, Vandya,
Vandya, you help us shine so bright. Vandya, Vandya,
make us bold, make us strong.
this is where we belong.
Lift us up, we'll touch the sky.
You just guide us along.
We will achieve, we will reach new heights.
We think big, we can fly.
The stage is set for by-polls to 5 assembly seats in Assam and 1 in Meghalaya tomorrow. While Assam would be witnessing polling in Sidli, Bongaigaon, Samaguri, Bihali and Dholai, in Meghalaya, the lone Kangpokpi seat will go to polls. In Assam, Samaguri and Bihali are the two hot seats to look out for. About 1,700 polling stations would witness polling tomorrow across the 5 seats in Assam. A total of 34 candidates are in the fray across the 5 seats in Assam for tomorrow. Well, the counting day for the by-polls in both Assam and Meghalaya would take place on November 23rd. Polling teams were dispatched to their destinations today along with the EVMs and other necessary equipment. Polling tomorrow is set to take place amid tight security and elaborate arrangements. The need for tight and strict security has become imminent after the campaigning in the Samaguri constituency in Assam was marred by several incidents of pre-poll violence. Voting will begin at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Before the polling commences, mock polling would be conducted in every polling station. A healthy turnout is being expected tomorrow in all the constituencies across Assam and Meghalaya for the by-polls. Well, it will be a battle of prestige for the parties, both ruling and the opposition in Assam, with assembly elections in the state just over a year away. The Dholai seat fell vacant after incumbent BJP MLA Parimal Chiklapaita won the Lok Sabha polls from the Silchar seat. Similarly, Rakibul Hussain of the Congress won the Lok Sabha seat from Dhubri, leaving the Samaguri Assembly constituency vacant. Well, AJP's Poni Bhushan Chaudhary won the Borpeta Lok Sabha seat, leading to by-election in Bongaigaon. Well, the next tripartite talks on the Manipur district rollback demand, which will take place in Senapati district, has been rescheduled for the 29th of November. The tripartite talks between the United Naga Council, the Manipur government and the centre was scheduled for the 15th of November but had to be rescheduled due to the engagements from both the Ministry of Home Affairs and the UNC sides, following which it was decided to postpone till November 29th. Well, the meeting has been scheduled to start from 10 a.m. onwards at Senapati. A meeting notice has been sent by A.K. Mishra, advisor Northeast to UNC President today. The last tripartite talk took place in New Delhi on October 11th. UNC has been demanding the rollback of 7 newly created districts in the state. All right, shifting focus to Tripura now, where long queues of vehicles could be seen lined up outside petrol stations in Agartala today as Tripura faces severe fuel shortage due to the disruptions in rail lines of Assam. Well, the state has been facing fuel shortage for the past 2 days and the government has resorted to rationing measures disrupting normal life. Frustrated by the prolonged wait, many complain that securing fuel has become a time-consuming necessity, eating into their work schedules and daily routines. Adding to the frustration, several petrol stations had put up signs reading "No petrol," leaving citizens scrambling to find stations that still had some fuel available. As a result, many were forced to turn to the black market, where petrol was reportedly being sold at exorbitant prices, further straining the budgets of everyday citizens. Fuel station managers, however, assured that the crisis is temporary and the situation is expected to stabilize within a few days. Fuel shortages have become an almost annual ordeal for the landlocked state of Tripura, especially during the monsoon season, when landslides and heavy rains in Assam frequently disrupt rail connectivity. As residents endure yet another fuel crisis, many are calling for more robust infrastructure and contingency planning to ensure that such disruptions do not continue to hamper daily life in Tripura.
আমার পেট্রোল পাম্পে তো এখন ডিজেল পেট্রোল কিছুটাই নেই, কিন্তু ডিজেল কালকের মধ্যে এসে পড়বে, পেট্রোল হয়তো সম্ভবত পরের দিন আসবে, আর এটা সমাধান হয়ে যাবে 2-3 দিনের ভিতরেই, জাস্ট 1-2 দিনের আর বাকি সমস্যা সমাধান হয়ে যাবে। রেল আসবে, আমরা শুনেছি আজকে কালকের ভিতরে রেল চলে আসবে, আসলেই ওয়াগানার আসলেই তাহলে এই সলভটা সলিউশন হয়ে যাবে।
সম্মুখীন অনেক হয়রানির সম্মুখীন হতে হয়েছে, কারণ আমি উদয়পুর থেকে যখন এসেছি আমি ভেবেছিলাম যে বিশ্রামঞ্জ এসে আমি পেট্রোল ডালাবো, কিন্তু এখানে এসে দেখি ওখানেও পেট্রোল নেই। তখন আমি ওপেন মার্কেট থেকে আমি 2 লিটার পেট্রোল কিনি, তাও 150 টাকা ধরে, তো আমার লস হয়েছে। আর আমার এখন লাইনে দাঁড়াতে হচ্ছে আধা ঘন্টা হয়ে গেছে, তো আমার এখানে সময়েরও অনেক নষ্ট হয়েছে।
Moving on, well, 3 Bangladesh nationals were apprehended from the Agartala railway station on Monday following a coordinated operation by the government railway station, Railway Protection Force and Border Security Force. Tapas Das, officer in charge of government railway police station in Agartala, confirmed the development today, stating that the 3 individuals, all women from different districts in Bangladesh, had crossed into Tripura illegally on Monday. The infiltrators entered Tripura without any valid legal documents with the intention of travelling to New Delhi by train, according to Das. Well, the GRP has registered a case against the trio under relevant sections of the Bangladesh National Security Act, the Foreigners Act and the Indian Passport Act, and they are set to be produced in court later today. The official revealed that this year alone, GRP has arrested nearly 300 infiltrators at Agartala railway station, primarily Bangladeshi nationals and Rohingyas, along with several Indian touts facilitating these illegal crossings.
हम लोगों ने अगरतला रेल स्टेशन से 3 बीडी नेशनल को पकड़ा है, जिसका घर बांग्लादेश में है और तीनों का डिस्ट्रिक्ट अलग अलग है। तो वो लोग एक्चुअली इलीगली मतलब भारत में एंट्री किया है विदाउट एनी वैलिड डॉक्यूमेंट। तो वो पूछने से बोल रहे हैं कि कल वो लोग उसका जो डेस्टिनेशन है वो दिल्ली जाने वाले थे, जो हमारा अगरतला रेल स्टेशन से जाता है राजधानी एक्सप्रेस, इसमें वो लोग जाने वाले थे। तो हम लोग उनके खिलाफ कल हमारा अगरतला GRPS में एक केस दर्ज किया है उनके खिलाफ, जिसमें जो नया कानून बनाया है BNS एक्ट है, IPP एक्ट है और फॉरेनर एक्ट भी है। तो और उनके साथ से कुछ इंडियन करेंसी, BD करेंसी और कुछ डॉक्यूमेंट भी बरामद हुआ जो बांग्लादेश से बिलोंग करता है। हम ये भी देख रहे हैं कि इसके साथ और कौन कौन जुड़ा हुआ है, तो जो ही उसमें मतलब इस केस में शामिल होगा हम लोग ज़रूर उनके खिलाफ भी लॉफुल एक्शन लेंगे।
All right, on to international focus now. Well, the Israeli military pounded Beirut's southern suburbs with airstrikes today, mounting one of its heaviest daytime attacks yet on the Hezbollah-controlled area after the defense minister ruled out a ceasefire until Israeli goals were met. Well, smoke billowed over Beirut as at least 10 blasts were heard across the city. The strikes followed an Israeli army warning identifying 12 sites in the southern suburbs and saying it would take action against them soon. The warning posted on social media told residents that they were near Hezbollah facilities. In northern Israel, people were forced to take shelter as attack drones were launched from Lebanon, the military said. One hit the yard of a kindergarten in a Haifa suburb, where the children had been rushed into a shelter, meaning none were hurt, rescue workers said. TV footage showed damage to the building. There were no immediate reports of casualties in Beirut. Residents have largely fled the area since Israel began bombing it in September. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz today said that Israel would continue to strike Hezbollah with full force, adding that there would be no ceasefire in Lebanon. Well, Katz was sworn in as Israel's defense minister following the dismissal of his predecessor, Yoav Gallant, by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu over disagreements regarding Israel's military response to Hamas. During his meeting with the Israeli military, Katz also said that Iran's nuclear facilities are more exposed than ever. Well, during a first meeting with the IDF General Staff Forum, Defense Minister Israel Katz said that Iran's nuclear sites are more vulnerable than ever following Israel's airstrikes on its air defense sites. Well, this comes after Hezbollah claimed that it had not received any ceasefire proposals from Israel amid Israeli media reports that its cabinet had approved a ceasefire proposal. Well, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has picked South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem to serve as the next Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, CNN reported today, citing two sources. Well, Noem, once seen as a possible running mate for Republican Trump, is currently serving her second four-year term as South Dakota's governor after a landslide re-election victory in 2022. She rose to national prominence after refusing to impose a statewide mask mandate during the COVID-19 pandemic. However, Noem had a turbulent few months politically this year. She faced widespread backlash in April this year when she wrote in a memoir that she shot to death an untrainable dog that she hated on her family farm, following which some Trump advisors said they believed that Noem's stock had fallen in the former president's eyes at the time when she was still a VP contender. The Department of Homeland Security is responsible for everything from border protection and immigration to disaster response and the U.S. Secret Service. Melania Trump has chosen to skip the traditional White House meeting with First Lady Jill Biden, breaking a long-standing custom as her husband Donald Trump eyes a return to power. Initially, it was thought to be a scheduling conflict tied to her newly released memoir, but it turns out there's a deeper reason. Citing the FBI's controversial raid on Mar-a-Lago, which was authorized by President Biden during the investigation into classified documents, a source told the New York Post that Melania is no longer interested in meeting the Bidens. According to reports, Jill Biden extended the customary invitation to meet with the incoming First Lady, but Melania aren't going, a person close to the new author revealed. Meanwhile, as part of the tradition for a smooth transition of power, President-elect Donald Trump will meet with President Biden in the Oval Office tomorrow for a traditional post-election meeting. Melania is not the only one to break the years-long tradition. After Trump's defeat in the 2020 election, he chose not to invite the Bidens to the White House before the transfer of power. China has issued a stern warning to the Philippines, stating that it has no choice but to retaliate against Manila's infringement and provocation in the South China Sea. Speaking to reporters at a regular press briefing, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Chuan said the maritime situation will not escalate again if the Philippines no longer infringes and provokes. Well, the statement comes after Philippines Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro accused China of ramping up pressure on the country to surrender its sovereign rights in the disputed region. Well, China and the Philippines have sparred repeatedly this year over disputed areas of the South China Sea, including the Scarborough Shoal, one of Asia's most contested features. Well, Manila's National Maritime Council said it objected to China's establishment of baselines and accused Beijing of violating its sovereignty. Well, the two nations signed a strategic partnership in September 2023 and held their first joint sea and air patrols in South China Sea several months later. Well, the Philippines also joined war games in Australia this year for the first time. Moving on now, well, at least 35 people were killed and around 43 others injured after a car veered into a crowd gathered outside a sports center in China's southern city of Zhuhai. Well, the 62-year-old driver of the car was arrested soon after the incident, which took place on Monday evening. According to reports, the driver was upset about his recent divorce and took his frustrations out on innocent pedestrians. A verified video of the hit-and-run incident showed several people lying on the road. As ambulances arrived to transport the injured to the hospital, cries of terrorists could be heard in the background. Well, police arrested the accused, identified by the surname Fan, for deliberately driving a small car into a group of pedestrians outside a sports center before fleeing the scene. Authorities have yet to disclose a motive for the incident. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Gutteres warned world leaders at the COP29 summit today to pay up to prevent climate-led humanitarian disasters and said time was running out to limit a destructive rise in global temperatures. Nearly 200 nations have gathered at the annual UN Climate Summit in Baku, focused this year on raising hundreds of billions of dollars to fund a global transition to cleaner energy sources and limit the climate damage caused by carbon emissions. But on the day of the summit designed to bring together world leaders and generate political momentum for the marathon negotiations, many of the leading players were not present to hear Gutteres' message. Well, after victory for Donald Trump in the US presidential election, President Joe Biden has decided not to attend. Chinese President Xi Jinping has sent a deputy and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen is not attending because of political developments in Brussels. Meanwhile, as COP29 began, unusual East Coast US wildfires that triggered air quality warnings for New York continued to grow. In Spain, survivors are coming to terms with the worst floods in the country's modern history, and the Spanish government has announced billions of euros of reconstruction.
The sound you hear is the ticking clock. We are in the final countdown to limit global temperature rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius. And time is not on our side. So doubling down on fossil fuels is absurd. The clean energy revolution is here. No group, no business, and no government can stop it. But you can and must ensure it is fair and fast enough to limit global temperature rise to 1.5 degrees Celsius. COP29 must tear down the walls of climate finance. Developing countries must not leave Baku empty-handed. A deal is a must, and I'm confident it will be reached.
करता है नित्य खंड खंड। अशुद्धता का भाव भी इसको न छू सके कभी, ये जीवनीय शक्ति है इसमें न अतिशयोक्ति है। आयुर्वेद का ये सार है, आरोग्य का प्रकाश है, ये दिव्य है अमूल्य है, पतंजलि च्यवनप्राश है।
If your home is not built with water-resistant cement, you'll have to cry. When water seeps in, it weakens concrete. Star Weather Shield cement makes your home weatherproof in bad weather. Star Weather Shield, water-resistant cement, weatherproof ghar.
Sham Steel Flexi Strong TMT Bar.
কাৰণ TMT কেৱল ষ্ট্ৰেংথে নহয়, ফ্লেক্সিবিলিটিও আছে।
TMT Flexi Strong, তেতিয়া ঘৰ হ'ব চিৰদিনৰ বাবে ষ্ট্ৰং।
The Election Commission of India responded to the ongoing political slugfest over 2 incidents of frisking of former Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray's bags by polling officials. The Election Commission defended the action of the poll officials, saying that all SOPs were followed for levelling the playing field ahead of the Maharashtra Assembly polls. A tug of war ensued between the ruling Mahayuti alliance and the opposition Maha Vikas Aghadi broke out after Uddhav Thackeray shared a video of election officials frisking his bags after he arrived in Yavatmal on Monday to campaign for the assembly polls. In another incident, Uddhav Thackeray's bags were checked again at Latur on Tuesday. His son Aditya Thackeray claimed and shared a video on X. With the model code of conduct in force, poll officials regularly carry out surprise checks to prevent distribution of gifts and cash to the lure voters. Well, the video, presumably shot by Thackeray himself, shows him asking the poll officials if they checked the bags of Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and his deputies Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar. He can also be heard asking the officials if they checked the bags of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah when they come to Maharashtra to address election rallies.
वो ठीक कह रहे हैं, उद्धव ठाकरे जी ठीक कह रहे हैं, या सबकी चेकिंग हो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। खाली अब टारगेट करके एक पार्टी के नेता को टारगेट कर रहे हो, वो गलत है। ये इलेक्शन कमीशन को ये बात भी देखनी चाहिए कि अगर चेकिंग हो सबकी हो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, कांग्रेस को दिक्कत नहीं है, शिवसेना को दिक्कत नहीं है, एनसीपी पवार साहब को दिक्कत नहीं है।
All right, back to region now. Well, the 71st All India Cooperative Week will be celebrated from November 14 to commemorate the Golden Jubilee of the Arunachal Pradesh State Cooperative Union. The Golden Jubilee celebrations were supposed to take place in 2019 but had to be postponed due to the COVID outbreak and will be held this year under the leadership of APSCU Chairman Nabam Tahi Nikhil. The Golden Jubilee celebrations will see intensive outreach programs, especially in districts where district cooperative unions have not been formed yet. The week-long celebration will also witness social events like farmers' exhibition, fashion shows, literary activities as well as sporting events. Well, this story was reported by our Arunachal Pradesh video journalist Arvind Crow.
तो हम लोग 7th ऑल इंडियन कोऑपरेटिव वीक सेलिब्रेशन करने जा रहा है। मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कोऑपरेशन का एक मेन टेम है, उसका टारगेट है और एम्बिशन है रोल ऑफ कोऑपरेटिव बिल्डिंग विकसित भारत का एक मकसद है। और अभी हम लोग का 50 इयर्स ऑफ अरुणाचल प्रदेश कोऑपरेटिव यूनियन या 24-25 का हम लोग का ये साल में ड्यू आया है। तो इस विषय में हम लोग का किक ऑफ 18/11/2024 को हम लोग करेंगे। तो उसमें हम लोग का यंग एंड एनर्जेटिक कोऑपरेटिव मिनिस्टर श्री ओजिंग ताजिंग चार को हम लोग का चीफ गेस्ट के रूप में बुलाए गए हैं। और हम लोग का गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर में श्री तोको ततुंग एक यासुली असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी का हम लोग का लेजिस्लेटर है, वन ऑफ द लर्नेड लेजिस्लेटर ऑफ आवर स्टेट, उसको हम लोग गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर में बुलाया गया है।
All right, now shifting focus to the entertainment segment. Filmmaker Ram Gopal Verma has landed in legal trouble for allegedly posting content related to Telugu Desam party leaders, including Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu, his son Nara Lokesh and daughter-in-law Brahmani on social media. Well, a police case was filed in Prakasam district following a complaint lodged by TTB Manadal Secretary Ramalingam. According to Sub-Inspector Siva Ramaya, the case was registered under the provisions of the Information Technology Act. Well, Ram Gopal Verma allegedly posted controversial content on social media as part of the promotions for his movie Vyuha. The complaint was lodged on Sunday night against him. Ram Gopal is best known for directing films such as Rangila, Company and Satya. Akshay Kumar, Sunil Shetty and Paresh Rawal surprised all with a reunion of the Kalina Airport in Mumbai on Monday. The trio, who have previously worked together in Hera Fairy and Fir Hera Fairy, posed for the paparazzi before heading for their flight. While details of their travel was not known, it sure got fans excited who thought that the trio were headed for the shoot of the Hera Fairy 3. However, Akshay Kumar took to his social media handle today to clarify that he travelled to Surat for his Academy's International Kudo tournament. Sunil and Paresh were invited as a special guest. Meanwhile, Sunil Shetty also shared a video from their airport spotting and wrote, "The Dhoom Dharaka Orchestra is back, but no Hera Fairy this time." Bollywood actor and producer Amir Khan was recently spotted at an Indian restaurant, the Bungalow in New York, USA, kicking off the Lapata Ladies campaign for Oscars 2025. The actor was seen interacting with the staff apart from savouring delicacies. Well, he was greeted by Chef Vikas Khanna, who owns the restaurant. In the video, Amir Khan is seen inside the kitchen as Vikas offer him some golgappas. Well, Amir's social drama Lapata Ladies has been submitted for the 97th Academy Awards 2025 as India's official entry. As the award ceremony is approaching, the actor is currently in New York City for the Oscars campaign of his production venture being distributed as Lost Ladies in US. Well, he was also joined by his ex-wife and the film's director, Kiran Rao.
Don't like the inverted image? Get the real picture.
পতঞ্জলি কচ্চি ঘানি বিশুদ্ধ সৰিয়হৰ তেলত বিশুদ্ধতাৰ তীব্ৰতা এনেকুৱা যি লৈ আহে চকুলৈ পানী আৰু যেতিয়া পৰিবেশন কৰা হয় তেতিয়া সকলোৰে মুখলৈ আহে পানী সোৱাদ আৰু বিশুদ্ধতাৰ সংযোগ পতঞ্জলি কচ্চি ঘানি সৰিয়হৰ তেল
নিম আৰু চিট্ৰনলাৰে তৈয়াৰী নিমাইন চিট্ৰ 1 লিটাৰ এতিয়া মাত্ৰ 110 টকাত আৰু লগতে মাগ এটা একেবাৰে ফ্ৰী
সম্বন্ধৰ নাই কোনো ৰাইট আৰু নাই কোনো ৰং যিয়ে ফ্লেক্সিবল হয় সেয়ে ষ্ট্ৰং ৰিলেশ্যনশ্বিপে হওক বা ঘৰ সদায় ষ্ট্ৰং তেতিয়া হৈ ৰয় যেতিয়া তাত থাকে ফ্লেক্সিবিলিটি
শ্যাম ষ্টিল ফ্লেক্সি ষ্ট্ৰং TMT বাৰ
TMT ফ্লেক্সি ষ্ট্ৰং
তেতিয়া ঘৰ হ'ব চিৰদিনৰ বাবে ষ্ট্ৰং
Vandya, you are our guiding light. Vandya, Vandya,
Vandya, you help us shine so bright. Vandya, Vandya,
make us bold, make us strong.
this is where we belong.
Lift us up, we'll touch the sky.
You just guide us along.
We will achieve, we will reach new heights.
We think big, we can fly.
like the inverted image? Get the real picture.
Vandya, you are our guiding light. Vandya, Vandya,
Vandya, you help us shine so bright. Vandya, Vandya,
make us bold, make us strong.
this is where we belong.
Lift us up, we'll touch the sky.
You just guide us along.
We will achieve, we will reach new heights.
We think big, we can fly.
Don't like the inverted image? Get the real picture.
Vandya, you are our guiding light. Vandya, Vandya,
Vandya.
ইটালিয়ান অলিভ অইল আৰু ভেষজৰ গুণেৰে সমৃদ্ধ জেক অলিভ অইল বডি অইল।
जिरेबाम अटैक को लेकर मणिपुर पुलिस का बड़ा खुलासा। भारी तबाही मचाने के इरादे से उपद्रवियों ने किया था हमला। सुरक्षा बलों ने बरता संयम। अब भी 3 महिला 3 बच्चे लापता। असम की 5 सीटों पर कल उपचुनाव। सुबह 7 बजे से शुरू होगी वोटिंग। सामागुड़ी में सुरक्षा के कड़े इंतजाम। मेघालय की 1 सीट पर भी कल उपचुनाव। त्रिपुरा में गहराई। ईंधन की किल्लत की समस्या। पेट्रोल पंपों पर वाहन चालकों की लंबी कतार। लोगों में सरकार के खिलाफ भारी नाराजगी। तिनसुकिया में मातम में बदला शादी समारोह। सड़क हादसे में दुल्हन के पिता, जीजा, बच्चों समेत 4 की मौत। बिहार के अररिया से आ रहे थे तिनसुकिया। नेहू में कुलपति को हटाने की मांग में भूख हड़ताल का आज 8वां दिन। कुलपति पीएस शुक्ला ने फिर कहा नहीं देंगे इस्तीफा। मंत्री एएल हैक का बयान। केंद्र को यूनिवर्सिटी की स्थिति से कराया गया अवगत। और चुनाव से 1 दिन पहले झारखंड में ईडी के छापे। अवैध बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठ मामले में एक्शन। 683 उम्मीदवारों की किस्मत। ईवीएम में होगी कैद। महाराष्ट्र में फुल स्पीड में चुनाव प्रचार। बीजेपी के 2 नारों पर सियासी संग्राम। झारखंड के पहले चरण के साथ साथ असम और मेघालय की 6 विधानसभा सीटों पर भी कल मतदान कराए जाएंगे। इसके लिए पोलिंग अधिकारी मतदान केंद्र पहुंच चुके हैं। असम में जहां मुख्य मुकाबला कांग्रेस और भाजपा गठबंधन के बीच है, वहीं मेघालय के गंबेगरे में चौतरफा मुकाबला होने की उम्मीद है।
असम और मेघालय में उपचुनाव। 6 विधानसभा सीटों पर मतदान कल। 23 नवंबर को उपचुनाव के नतीजे। झारखंड विधानसभा चुनाव के पहले चरण के साथ साथ देश के कई प्रांतों में 13 नवंबर को उपचुनाव भी है। इसी में असम की 5 और मेघालय की 1 विधानसभा सीट पर बुधवार को मतदान कराए जाएंगे। इसके लिए तैयारियां भी पूरी कर ली गई हैं। मतदान के लिए पोलिंग और प्रिजाइडिंग अधिकारी केंद्रों पर पहुंच चुके हैं। आज जिला मुख्यालय से सभी पोलिंग अधिकारियों को उनके निर्धारित केंद्रों के लिए ईवीएम और अन्य चुनाव सामग्री के साथ रवाना किया गया। असम की बिहाली, सामागुड़ी, धलाई, बोंगाईगांव और सिल्ली विधानसभा सीट पर बुधवार को मतदान कराए जाएंगे। इन सीटों से निर्वाचित विधायकों के गत लोकसभा चुनाव में सांसद चुने जाने के बाद ये सभी सीटें खाली हो गई। सामागुड़ी से रकीबुल हुसैन, बिहाली से रंजीत दत्त, सिदली से जयंत बसुमतारी, धलाई से परिमल शुक्ल वैद्य और बंगाईगांव से फणिभूषण चौधरी के इस्तीफे के बाद इन सीटों पर उपचुनाव हो रहे हैं। इन 5 सीटों पर कुल 34 उम्मीदवार मैदान में हैं। इनके भाग्य का फैसला 9,10,665 मतदाता करेंगे। सामागुड़ी विधानसभा क्षेत्र में सर्वाधिक 11 उम्मीदवार मैदान में हैं। वहीं धलाई में 8, बंगाईगांव से 8, बिहाली से 4 और सिडली से 3 उम्मीदवार मैदान में हैं। इन 5 सीटों पर कुल 9,10,665 मतदाता 1,078 मतदान केंद्रों पर वोट डालेंगे। सिडली में सर्वाधिक 273 मतदान केंद्र हैं। धलाई में 208, बंगाईगांव में 246, सामागुड़ी में 197 और बिहाली में 154 मतदान केंद्र स्थापित किए गए हैं। बात करें मतदाता की तो 5 सीटों में सर्वाधिक 2,17,236 मतदाता सिडली में हैं। इसके अलावा धलाई में 1,97,642, बंगाईगांव में 1,82,354, सामागुड़ी में 1,80,854 और बिहाली में 1,32,579 मतदाता हैं जो कल मतदान करेंगे। इनमें बुजुर्ग यानी 85 साल से अधिक उम्र के 3,788 मतदाता हैं। सीटों की बात करें तो सामागुड़ी सीट पर सभी की नजर टिकी हुई है, जहां से कांग्रेस के दिग्गज नेता और 5 बार के विधायक रकीबुल हुसैन के बेटे तंजिल हुसैन मैदान में हैं। इस सीट से भाजपा ने अपने युवा नेता दिप्लू रंजन शर्मा को मैदान में उतारा है। इसके अलावा इस सीट से आम आदमी पार्टी और अन्य दलों ने भी प्रत्याशियों को उतारा है। साथ ही कई निर्दलीय भी सामागुड़ी से उपचुनाव लड़ रहे हैं। बंगाईगांव सीट भी इस बार आकर्षण का केंद्र बना हुआ है, जहां 4 दशक से फणिभूषण का राज रहा। इस बार फणिभूषण की पत्नी दीप्ति मोहित चौधरी मैदान में हैं। इनका मुकाबला कांग्रेस के बजेंद्र सिन्हा और अगापा के बागी नेता शैलेंद्र सरकार से है। सिडली में यूपीपीएल और बीपीएफ के बीच सीधा मुकाबला होने की उम्मीद है। यूपीपीएल ने निर्मल कुमार ब्रह्म को मैदान में उतारा है, जबकि बीपीएफ ने शुद्धा बसुमतारी को टिकट दिया है। इसके अलावा कांग्रेस भी